Investigating Logan Paul's biggest scam. Now, this video literally dropped an hour ago, so let's see what my man has to say, shall we? Alright.
I am so excited about this project. It's so fun. It's a really fun game that makes you money.
A fun game that earns you money. How much did you guys make from Cryptozoo?
I lost around $50,000 in Cryptozoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around 15,000
Wait,
US
what?
dollars.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000.
Okay, hold on. Didn't Logan Paul already have a crypto scam like last year or 2 years ago? Or is this the same one? Because I'm pretty sure I've read about this, and not this specifically, but he already scammed people with another cryptocurrency, and it wasn't recently, so... Alright, well, let's see.
In Cryptozoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't!
Yeah, 500K.
Oh, no.
Today, we're investigating Logan Paul's Cryptozoo,
Oh,
a
for
blockchain
fuck's
game
sakes.
that made millions but never worked. Some of you guys think you know this.
Of course it didn't work. Like, come on, guys, listen. Logan Paul has repeatedly proved to us that he's one of the biggest shits on the world, right? I mean, just look at the past 5 years, what he's done on social media especially. And then people give 500,000 of their dollars, pounds, whatever the fuck they have, to this person who is known to scam and just...
Story, but it goes so much deeper. I've uncovered sociopaths, billionaires, fake orphans. Did I mention fake orphans? And of course, at the center of it, we have Logan Paul himself, who has abandoned this thing, leaving thousands of fake orphans in his wake. Wait a second.
Fucking hell.
Thousands of victims in his wake. Now, you'll be hearing from some of those people because their stories are heartbreaking. This is the first in a 3-part series that's been a year in the making. And if you like high-effort investigations like this one, please consider supporting this channel on Patreon. I don't take sponsors. We are viewer-supported, so if you want...
That's definitely true, guys. I've been watching this channel for a long time, and this guy actually does premium fucking work to bring down big fucking insane people like Logan Paul and many others. And it is true that he doesn't take any sponsorship deals or any of those big corporate fucking things. It is definitely a viewer run channel, and yeah, so if you're able, I strongly, you know, I do support him myself also, so if you can, do so, because he is actually one of the good ones.
to and are able to, thank you. Either way, enjoy the video.
Will do, buddy.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. We have a massive team behind it and are probably out of pocket like $1 million just because we believe it's going to work.
Okay, so, no. Okay, you see this? Right, this is what I'm talking about. Making these fucking huge bold claims, saying that he's sacrificing his own money just because he believes in it so much. This is like premium, like, you know that salesperson that comes to your house in Fallout and is like, oh man, you and your beautiful family, you need this little fucking place in your vault in case of a nuclear fallout, and fucking 20 seconds later there's a nuclear war. Yeah, this is exactly that situation where Logan Paul is kind of selling it so hard because he knows a nuclear fallout is coming soon. Anyway, sorry, I'm talking too much.
September 1st, cryptozoo.co.
We don't scam. I've never scammed anyone before. Logan cares extremely deeply about his audience.
No, he fucking doesn't. This is exactly what I've been saying. He doesn't. Like, he proved it again and again. He's actually scamming kids as well. It's not only the adults. Like, I believe there was a Pokemon scam he was part of at some point as well. So yeah, no, absolutely fucking not. He doesn't give a shit about his audience.
Loves his audience, loves his brand.
No, he
doesn't
fucking
have
doesn't.
to scam to make money.
Well, no, he doesn't, but he fucking does. That's the problem.
Welcome to part 1 the $1 million mystery that began this whole story. Like many people, I first heard about Cryptozoo from a podcast Logan runs called Impulsive, which was the experience of a lot of people that I spoke to.
So I first heard about it on the Logan Paul podcast.
Impulsive, I think.
It was off one of the Impulsive episodes.
The thing that I'm most excited for, and this is the first time I've ever said anything about this, for the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take.
But it isn't, because I swear I can't recall what it was, but there was another cryptocurrency he was in. This isn't a fresh take. He's basically just jumping ship. And also, I'm gonna admit to, I'm just gonna own up, right? I do watch some of the Impulsive podcasts. Hear me out. It is actually funny in some ways, okay? I'm not saying he's talented, I'm not saying he's good. What I'm saying is the guests that he has on can be entertaining, okay? So I'm just gonna own up to that, okay? We're gonna have this transparency between us, yeah?
Now look, at first, I was just as surprised at this pitch as anyone else because I just got finished roasting Logan for a different coin called Dink Doink, which his fans
There
lost
we
money
fucking
on.
go.
I'm a Dink Doink fan.
Dink, what the fuck is it called?
Dumbest shit I've ever seen. That's why I'm all in.
It's comedic. It's fun. It's comedy.
That's it. Dink Doink. Dink Doink cryptocurrency scam, which has, again, it's very similar, where he basically promoted the whole thing, and I believe he was involved in the project as well, and then somehow he just went completely silent after a while, after everyone invested in his viewer base, and then he just completely went silent on it, and then just sneaked out the fucking back door. That's what he did.
Look, I know Logan and his friends tried to make it look like Dink Doink was all about the memes, but it turns out they secretly were tied to the project, and Logan created the Dink Doink character himself and subsequently abandoned that project. So if you invested in it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat.
Hold on a second.
You
Look at that decline. Okay, obviously one Dink coin, Dink Doink, what the fuck ever you call it, didn't cost that much in the first place. But I mean, if we're looking at, like, you know, if someone buys like 1 million, right, that is basically, no, sorry, if someone buys like 10 million, that's like £1,250, dollars, whatever, right? So, and look at that steep curve going down almost immediately. Like, what was that, like 24-hour period?
In it, you got blasted, and Logan rightfully took a lot of heat for Dink Doink, which is why I was surprised when he seemingly immediately jumped into another crypto project.
How is this not criminal behavior? Like, how is this not a criminal offense? Like, I don't understand how crypto is. I understand it's not regulated. Like, I get behind it. Okay, fair enough. But this is an actual scam. Like, how is he not in the court of law? Like,
but Logan insisted Cryptozoo, it was different. It wasn't his friend's project this time. It was his, and it wasn't even a project at all. It was a game that could earn you money.
I'm excited to launch my game.
You keep using and you just did it again. You keep using a word.
Game.
Game. You're not using like a project. It's a game.
It's a game.
Oh, don't be going disrespecting fucking video games like that, Logan. Like, go get over your fucking self. If this is some stupid battle royale, I am going to fucking just, yeah.
It's a really fun game that makes you money.
It's a really fun.
Now you might be wondering, how's it possible to earn money from a game? Well, let me try to break it down. This is how
that's how it is. It's not possible, right? There's always a scheme, there's always a scam, like Roblox, Fortnite. Basically, it's a pay-to-win system where you actually don't win anything, you just give, but then it kind of rewards you to think that you're actually winning, when in the case, you're not. That's how it usually works.
It was supposed to work. You started by buying this crypto token called Zoo, which is their in-game currency, and you use Zoo coins to then buy egg NFTs, which you can then hatch to become animals. You then can breed
like a real life Pokemon
to become
stuff?
hybrid animals. For example,
Yo, that's full on a fucking pyramid scheme. That is like a digital pyramid scheme. The entire structure of this is a pyramid scheme. You buy something, you invest in it, and then you get like a loot box system where whatever the egg is, something will come out of it, and then depending on the rarity of that thing, you can sell it back and hope that you can make back the money that you actually spent on the egg in the first place, which usually never happens with games like these, yeah? So you will always lose money. Alright, let's keep on watching.
For example, if you breed a gorilla and a kitten, you get a gore kitty. And the more rare the NFT, the higher the daily yield of zoo tokens that animal earns you every day. Theoretically, it works like almost like passive income. You can then burn your animal NFTs to release the zoo they earned back to you.
Exactly what I said.
From there, you can invest it into eggs or just cash out. Now, some of you of the Egyptian persuasion might notice some triangular qualities to this game description.
Fucking
But let's not be
pyramid
too
scheme,
quick
man.
to judge, because remember, there are a lot of NFT games built on this model. It's called play to earn. Now, Logan admits that there are other games like his, but what's going to really make his stand out is that other games have randomly generated assets. His game has handmade art.
It's quick to make a digital asset with, you know, unique, randomly generated characteristics. We handmade art for the
handmade. That's how you know it's bullshit. When someone's selling it like that, oh, nah. Listen, I bet you it's not even that. I bet you it is some randomly generated bullshit. Like, nah. I'm sorry, but I'm not buying into this shit.
past 6 months, bro. Approval, very specific notes, 10 different artists making art for our
specific notes, 10 different artists. You know how he doesn't actually name any of them because he doesn't fucking know who they are, because they probably don't fucking exist in the first place.
Project.
Now, I'll admit, this all sounds very enticing. Handmade art, a fun game that can earn you money, and one of the biggest influencers in the world backing it. You might think, how can I lose? Which is why when people were told all you had to do to play was buy an egg, people spent millions. Just on the first launch between ETH and Zoo, people bought $2.5 million worth of eggs in the first day.
People got some fucking money to burn. Like, Jesus Christ.
And did I mention the game hadn't even been launched yet? All people were buying was the marketing and the promises. And it wasn't just the NFTs they bought either. The Zoo token also skyrocketed in value, reaching a $2 billion market cap pre-game launch, right? The trading...
You know, this is exactly what happens when a scam works so well that you're so blindsided into thinking this is actually going to work that you're just blindly, and specifically, I'm saying blindly, throwing your money at a wall, and you're just believing in God, basically, at that point, that something's gonna happen, that the return will come, that this is gonna be fantastic. There's nothing to research because the actual thing doesn't exist. Bloody hell.
Volume was in the tens of millions of dollars per day, which kind of is like Fortnite not coming out, but people trading tens of millions of dollars in V-Bucks every day. That's what this was like. And I know it sounds stupid to buy an influencer project, but you have to understand, people saw Logan as different.
It was Logan Paul at the end of the day. An internet personality that I actually trusted, that I actually kind of believed in.
Alright, questions. Why would you do that? Like, in the first place, why would you even believe Logan Paul when, again, like, dude, all you have to do is a little bit of research. I mean, I'm sure you watch his channel, don't you? I mean, if you're willing to spend so much money on a person's word, essentially, then you must be watching his channel. You must be following all the controversies he's in. Like, what makes you think that giving money to this person or to his project is a good financial decision? Oh, mate, come on.
Obviously, when someone so influential releases something, everyone wants to be a part of it.
I sort of believe in this false fallacy that everyone else started believing, that Logan Paul's a changed man.
I thought it was a safe place, having a a guy like that identified, like Logan Paul being
No,
the head
it's
of
not.
the project?
It's the exact
They had
opposite
seen this
place.
story he had been telling everyone that he was this reformed influencer, right? That he was no longer a reckless clout goblin just in it for the money. They thought this time it's different. Logan Paul couldn't possibly scam us, right? But as the game got closer to release, the Cryptozoo team started releasing...
Is that the actual hatchlings? Hold on. Go back.
Right? But as the game...
A monkey and a butterfly. Handmade. Hand fucking made, isn't it? This is beautiful.
Game got closer to release.
What even is that? What? Oh, it's a penguin and a shark. It's a penguin and a shark together. Fuck me.
The Cryptozoo team started releasing the first ever photos of these animals. And come to find out, this handmade art story wasn't really
Unbelievable.
true. It was actually Adobe stock photos mashed together. This was the sort of first red flag of this project. And I made a video about it at the time, but it was kind of surface level, and something didn't add up beneath the surface. Something where I just couldn't shut this case down in my head. It was actually part of the announcement video that something they said. See if you can spot it.
We have a massive team behind it, and are probably
massive
out
team,
of
my
pocket
arse.
like $1 million, just
There's
because
that.
we believe it's gonna work.
Because that's so not true. That is such a PR fucking thing to say.
Yeah.
That's the line that started this whole mystery. We spent $1 million on development. I couldn't get this out of my head. You know, is he lying? There's no way he expects people to believe he spent it on art. So wait, maybe he spent it on blockchain stuff, right? That's what I thought. But then I audited the smart contract, and it's not handmade at all. It's not even original. It's what's called a fork, a copy of, you know, some other code that exists out there. One of them is called Floki Shib X, which...
Wait, he didn't even create his own blockchain? Nah, this is just ridiculous.
Launched before it. So where'd this $1 million go? I didn't understand. And Logan just kept repeating this claim.
We've put hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not $1 million anymore. It's hundreds and thousands of dollars.
In it, personally, the whole team, $1 million.
Personally, the whole team, $1 million.
Plus.
Now, at the time I'm looking into this, there's a teaser going around for Hatch Day, which is the day you can hatch your egg NFTs. And it kind of symbolized the true launch of Cryptozoo. So I thought, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they spent all the money on their game. Even their community manager, Ben Roth, promised people, after Hatch Day, things will take a turn for the 180. So I put Ben Roth on the board too. I needed to know all the characters in Cryptozoo. And I waited. And finally, on November 3rd, 2021, Ben Roth turned out to be right. Things did take a turn on Hatch Day, only for the worse. Let's meet one of the victims, Helicopter Bob, to explain more.
Of course it would be Helicopter Bob who fucking invests in Logan Paul's cryptocurrency. I'm sorry I'm being mean, but fucking hell.
My name is Rob. Helicopter Bob lost just under $7,000 with crypto.
All right.
And the first thing I asked Bob was about his animals. If he was making money with Cryptozoo, how much he made, and if the passive yield
I'm gonna guess he made fuck all.
Worked.
Oh, it never did from the beginning. It wasn't even written into the contract where it showed that you were actually yielding zoo, but there was nothing that was actually, backing that up. There was no way to claim your yield.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Okay, so I think what they are saying is that there is no button to cash out. Is that what you're saying?
Play that again. Did you hear that?
There was no way to claim your yield. There never was.
Hold on. The core mechanic of Cryptozoo, that you can make money with these stupid animals, didn't even work on launch day. And still, to this day, a year later, still does not work, is what the investors are saying. Which this is just crazy. People spent millions of dollars on these eggs. But it even gets worse because I kept talking to people and I discovered something. Because remember I told you you could buy eggs with those zoo coins? Well, apparently they also made it so you could buy them with Ethereum. And on the day of selling, about half of these purchases
Ethereum is another cryptocurrency for those who may not know.
Took place with Ethereum. Only it turns out for the people who spent ETH, not only did the yield part of it not work, did the NFTs not pay you, you also couldn't even hatch them.
So I acquired a bunch of eggs, and I actually want to play the game. I didn't acquire the eggs with the intent of keeping them. I actually wanted to hatch them and see what I got out of them and play in this ecosystem that's been advertised or whatever, right? And then I can't do anything. It's not showing up on the website when I connect my wallet, etc., etc. So I'm a little baffled. I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. So I open up a support ticket. I open up a support ticket with Cryptozoo and Ben Roth.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if this is this man's natural face expression, but to me, he kind of seems like as if he's really holding back from like shedding a tear. Because at the end of the day, he lost a fuck ton of money, so it is sad. I mean, I know I'm laughing at this because it is ridiculous, but at the same time, I do feel sorry for these people, man.
Is actually the person answering my support ticket. Oh yeah, no, it's down for the moment, but we're working on it. Let me tell you, it's never been up.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture. There's nothing I could do with it.
You're kidding!
Some people bought a stock picture of a panda for $500,000. Can we just process that for 1 fucking second? What is going on? Oh my god.
You can't hatch?
There's nothing I can do with it. You could ask any of those community guys. It's basically worth nothing whatsoever.
Wow. So on launch day, basically nothing worked, and a year later, that's still true. Now, after this was discovered, the price of Zoo fell 63% in just 24 hours. And at this point, Logan Paul basically goes silent on crypto.
Of course he does.
No more podcast mentions. No more saying he handmade.
And this is the problem. Like, they fuck up. They basically scam everyone, and then they just go quiet, and no one's holding them accountable. I don't even know if there's a way to hold them accountable, because I don't know how they set up their accounts. Are they even linked to these accounts? Are they using proxy accounts? Are they using like little backdoors and like loopholes to just like fiddle them their way out of this situation? Like, because at the end of the day, you have to understand, people who do these, like they cover the tracks, and even though it's public, it's not about what you know, it's about what you can prove.
Art. Cryptozoo already got millions in investments, but Logan only speaks in the Discord twice over the next year to say, quote, sober, currently shaking my head, and yo. That was his contribution.
Well done, sir. Well done.
To this project. Meanwhile, his community manager, Ben Roth, was actively claiming that Logan was going to be marketing Cryptozoo any day now. He told people things like, Logan is an uncontrollable marketing guru. It's over when we launch. And when we have a product to market, it'll get marketed. And marketing will crush. I promise.
They are just making these promises, and they are just making these people like maybe even potentially buy even more of this shit. And oh my god, I just can't believe people fell for this in the first place, man. Honestly, what is wrong with them?
And this disconnect between Logan abandoning the project and his team on Cryptozoo saying that it was going to be any day now, left investors feeling like they were being led on.
All you had to do was go on and tell us, look, there's something going on with this project.
Yeah, man, have some humility about the fucking situation.
And promising, yeah, this is going to be great. But when it came to actually doing anything, he just hid away from it.
Have some decency to come out, talk to the people that invested initially, that invested along the way on all of the fake and false promises, on all of the false hype, and be honest with people.
Because surely Logan Paul, who's got this billion-dollar hydration company and a WWE star, he's got enough money. He doesn't need to rug us lot.
And it's because of these false promises about marketing.
You know, at some point, I think this kind of stops being about the money, and it becomes just more about their self-delusion of thinking that they can just make anything work. And when it doesn't work, they are not man enough to stand up to the consequences. So it's not really about the money. It's these people are absolute sociopaths. Like, We need to understand that it's not about the money. They don't think like us. They don't chase money. They've got so much money that they are corrupted in it at that stage.
That these poor investors believed in Cryptozoo so long. They sat and watched every Logan Paul episode trying to guess and decipher when this so-called marketing push would happen. And Logan and his team really fed into this with a lot of cryptic messages. Only a month after Cryptozoo's launch, actually, the hatch day, they started teasing this.
Not too much of this is out, but he's been working on a massive project.
And one of them will be the biggest thing I ever do. It's like my life and soul. Wow.
Isn't fucking Cryptozoo supposed to be his life and soul, apparently?
This project which is where most of my time these days goes.
Wow, surely this secret project that Logan put his soul into is Cryptozoo, right? You know, the project he launched a month ago? Well, his fans certainly thought so.
I'm like, holy cow, it makes so much sense.
Fucking hell, man.
Cryptozoo. Ben and the dudes are like putting smiley faces and egging the rest of the community. Like, this is it, guys. You know, this is what we've been working towards. I mean, this is it. This it's finally happening. Logan's gonna market the project, and they kept saying that Logan's gonna market the project, and it's gonna change everything.
So now imagine their surprise when another clip surfaces of Logan finally admitting this secret project isn't Cryptozoo at all. It's something else entirely.
I'll tell you about this project when we get closer to launch. This project of mine is going to be...
Is that the thing with the egg? Like the zoo?
No. Don't even fucking bring that up, okay? Don't look at him. Just like, no. Don't even fucking talk to me. I know nothing about that shit. It's not even mine. I'm not even fucking related to that shit. This is like low level triggering me. Because it fucked over so many people.
Okay, this one's gonna be yeah. This will be the craziest I've ever done.
Oh man, can you imagine if you're one of these investors and Logan Paul's going pitching this new secret project and you're thinking it's Cryptozoo and someone's like, oh, is it that thing with the eggs? And he's like, no, definitely not. That was the last project. This is the real project that I'm working on. Thankfully, people didn't just let this slide because as he went around making the rounds on his new project called 99 Originals, people were like, hey, didn't you just abandon your last one? Unsurprisingly, it's not his fault. It's the bad actors who ruined the project.
As I see people giving multiple explanations for why these haven't worked, and you know there's accusations out there. How does it make you feel when people are doing these takedown videos about your NFT projects previously?
It's sad because of what I just said. There's so much going on behind the scenes. Like, Doug, I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah.
His community manager kept on posting that it's coming. That yes, it's coming. That we are doing this. Logan's gonna launch anytime soon. He's a fucking marketing guru, remember? So what did we miss ever since? Like, what is going on? Okay. I bet you someone's grand died and he had to fly, and while he flew the market crashed, and when he came back his PC burned down and all the fucking source codes were in the hard drive, so therefore he couldn't recover them. It's gonna be something along those lines.
Yeah.
There's some actual out there.
Yeah.
And it's not me. Like, I'm here to build.
This is a space where a lot of people do see dollar signs. Like any burgeoning industry, if there's money to be made, there's going to be both good and bad people.
There's a lot of shady characters in the crypto space. I'm learning all of it. We had a...
Yeah, but what shady characters are you talking about? It's not a crypto space. This was your project. You marketed this. You told people to buy this shit. Like, it was only you and your community manager within your own space. There was no...
an issue with Cryptozoo, where our lead developer took the code that he made, fled to Switzerland, to Switzerland, and like held it hostage.
He actually fled, and he what? He did what?
The code that he made, fled to Switzerland, actually fled to Switzerland, and like held it hostage for $1 million, like behind the scenes.
I told you, it's some 007 fucking bullshit. Code corrupted, hostages, fucking $1 million involved. All you need is a Russian with a fucking nuclear weapon at this point.
Drama that like took a stick and stuck it in the spokes of my wheels.
Oh, well, that wasn't expected. There's a shady...
That is the worst fucking metaphor I've heard.
Developer who held up Logan's code hostage in Switzerland. That's why this hasn't worked the whole time. He held it hostage for $1 million. Well, let's add that to the board. I mean, isn't the mystery solved? Now, obviously, the first thing I wanted to do was hunt down this developer, who we'll be calling Z here, and find out the truth of what happened.
All right, this is
Why
interesting.
did he steal Logan's code for $1 million? However, I
fucking
finally got a
didn't.
hold of
I
him,
bet
and
you he
when I
didn't.
did, he admitted he took the code hostage, but he says the reason for it was
Okay, my bad.
nothing like what Logan had said.
He literally never paid me anything at all, ever. I never was paid. And, we got to a point when I was working on it where I just realized they were just going to try to steal all of my work, not me. So I took all the source code private, and I just kind of, we spent a month just trying to negotiate and get something figured out where I would finally get paid. Because, I'm, on my end, I have a team of 30 engineers, so I'm burning $50,000 a week on building this.
Fucking hell. So if Logan didn't even pay his own team who built the source code, then what fucking $1 million was he talking about in the beginning? Man, this is some bullshit.
Building this thing. And the only thing they brought to the table were a bunch of Photoshop JPEGs.
So Z claims he wasn't blackmailing anyone. He had to hire a team to develop this whole thing, and he just wanted to be paid for the work they did. According to him, they negotiated a $1 million payday for this whole project. And from the second I heard that, I thought, oh, that's interesting, because Logan claims he spent $1 million on this whole thing. And this developer's saying he's owed $1 million on this project. Now, I didn't want to just take one person's word for it, so I later confirmed with another developer who worked for something called the Blockchain Center that he also hadn't been paid.
We've been paid nothing. I would have loved to have Zoo, but I don't have any.
So that's multiple sources working on the Cryptozoo team project who were not paid. Now, obviously, these are big accusations, which is why I wanted to confront Logan Paul on them. But unfortunately, we're not exactly on speaking terms.
He blocked him. Oh my god. I really, really fucking wish Logan actually came on video chat with this man. Oh, the beautifulness of that conversation would elevate this space in this room right now.
So I wondered, how could I speak to Logan without speaking to Logan? And that's when I found out there was someone who might know just as much about this whole story.
Jake Paul.
And I will explain everything one day with my manager, who's
his manager
in charge now.
Logan Paul's manager, a guy named Jeff Levin. He might be just what we need to settle this whole thing. So
all right, Jeff.
I gave him a call.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, sorry to bother you. This is Steven with Coffeezilla. I'm calling because I've heard reports that Cryptozoo hasn't paid their development team, and I'm just reaching out for comment before I do this story. I got your number from one of the development team, and they just wanted to. I just want to follow up on that.
I have no comment for it.
Okay, are you guys denying it, or are you saying it's not true?
Just no comment. I don't think that the information is true.
Okay, because they're saying $1 million hasn't been paid in development for Cryptozoo.
Imagine having that conversation. Someone just phones you, and then it's fucking 6 a.m. in the morning, or whatever the fuck it is. And then you pick up the phone, you're not expecting anything, and then all of a sudden you're basically being interrogated with, quite a sensible fucking subject on his end anyway. Not the position I would want to be.
And Logan Paul said publicly that it has been paid. It's pretty serious accusation, and obviously I don't want to just run a story. If you guys have a whole side to your story here.
Your job as someone that is reporting news is to actually verify correct news.
Right, that's why I'm calling you.
I know, and that's legal grounds for that stuff. So I'm just telling you, legally, you have to report correct news with verifiable information.
That is not true. Look at the bloody media. Look at the COVID situation. Our own television media was pumping out false news. Our own government is pumping out false news. Look at Boris Johnson and how many fucking times he lied publicly. He lied to our fucking late queen, everyone. So, no, legally you don't have to do shit.
Right, that's why I'm calling you. They've given me a lot of things. A lot of evidence.
Okay, well, okay. You can have the evidence you want, but I'm just letting you know, if you report anything on us, I appreciate your business. I appreciate you as a person. And I'm just telling you, from a legal standpoint, as we've been advised always, is if anybody reports fake news, that's where we won't,
Yeah, this...
I mean, okay, so I have to give it to the guy. He actually handled this conversation very well. He wasn't threatening, but he was firm. He held his ground. In my opinion, this is the best he could do in that position without giving anything away, but also not sounding like a complete dick. So, fair play, man. Fair play.
Call was a mess. Jeff, Logan's manager, seems to be implying that I'm not allowed to repeat allegations his own development team made, even though Logan can go on podcasts and publicly accuse those developers of stealing his code. Not only that, he's the one who refuses to provide any evidence, but seems to sort of be implying that maybe we'll sue you if you tell this to anyone, which he then denies doing when I ask him if that's what he's doing.
Told you I have no comment to it. Telling you once again, from a legal standpoint, you have to report truth. If you do not verify truths, then you're just allegations, and those then will be handled the way that we want to handle them.
Wait, so you're saying you refuse to give me proof that the allegations aren't true, but if I report on the allegations, you guys might sue.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that.
All right, I'm trying to read between the lines.
Don't read between the lines.
Okay.
Listen to the exact words that I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, if he's gonna give cryptic fucking messages, you kind of have to read between the lines, buddy.
Listen to the exact words I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I have no comment on the situation.
Okay.
Your job legally is to report facts.
No, it's
if
not.
If you don't report facts on the information you're given, it is illegal.
It's not
yes,
illegal
that was
to
a
do
real
so.
conversation with a real person. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I don't think it's a crime to say that multiple developers say they haven't been paid, and Logan's team refuses to provide any evidence or statements or wire transfers that they have. Which, by the way, seems incredibly ironic, given just how much Logan whines about not being paid by Floyd Mayweather.
Where's my money, bitch?
I know, right?
Floyd
That's
never
so true.
paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS?
Nope, but you might be the Cryptozoo dev team. Now, in all seriousness, I do want to acknowledge something which actually kind of looks bad a bit on the developers, because it turns out very few written contracts were actually done. So much of this were verbal deals like, oh, we'll take care of you. We'll give you $350.
Okay, so when you are literally a development team that can afford a team of 30 people and you go through $50,000 a week, okay, how the fuck do you not have the common sense or the experience to have actually legally bind contracts written for your service? Like, I have no words at this point. I honestly don't.
Okay, we'll give you $1 million, we'll give you whatever. But then when it was time to actually sign the deals, there's just always delays.
What kind of promises?
Did you guys not watch Judge Judy? I mean, on American television. Like, just watch fucking Judge Judy and you will fucking learn these simple fucking things about business. Come on.
Were made to you. Verbal promises, basically. So verbal promises, and then we follow up with a physical paper agreement. But that's when communication broke down.
This is where I think the dev guys screwed up and led to this whole situation of okay, we're just going to take the code private until you pay us for our work. And to be clear, I'm not justifying not paying someone for what they did. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying this could have all been avoided by just getting every detail in writing. And I think it's just a good general lesson. But if you're thinking that that's the $1 million mystery solved, well, no, because this still doesn't make sense. Why not just pay the dev team what you publicly said you kind of already paid them? Why not pay for a game that now isn't launched and now investors are so angry about?
Because he never intended this to be a functional system. All he wanted was all these investors to put all their monies in, which they couldn't get out because there is no way to cash the actual money out. He wanted to bank everything, and then once the money is in his account, file bankruptcy. Create this whole sub-story about this drama, fucking the devs taking the codes and taking it as hostage, and yeah. Like, scam completed, pretty much.
Why not pay when you already made millions from minting the eggs on this game? Well, this is where things get even stranger, because right when I was ready to pin everything on Logan, and believe me, he is at fault, I was speaking to the Z developer, and I heard a name that I hadn't heard before.
Oh, okay. Plot twist.
Eddie promised me, 5% of the tokens and $1 million. He literally never paid me.
Wait a second. Who's Eddie? I thought that all of this was Logan Paul. I only put it together when the Blockchain Center guys also said a similar thing about their deal.
Eddie is the Illuminati and the fucking shadows behind Logan's fucking curly hair. I see. Interesting. This is getting fun, guys. Like, this is getting proper deep.
They said they were promised $350K, and it was Ibanez. They say they had no communications with Logan. But we know they weren't talking about different people. They both dealt with the same guy. So the guy's name, I put it together, must be Eddie Ibanez. Turns out he was managing the developers. What's this random guy doing in Logan Paul's project? And who is he? Who is Eddie Ibanez?
Oh, no.
Yes, hi, my name's Eddie Ibanez, lead developer here at Cryptozoo.
This reporter says Eddie's entire story is fake.
Wait, what?
To continuously lie, lead people on, hype people up, to put more money in, all the while in the background, things are going down, things are hitting the fan, and you left us holding the bag.
Logan, you stole 40 million in tokens from me. You are a scam artist. You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community. You aren't that guy. Logan replies, "Oh, trust me, bro. I am that guy."
Bro. Hoop. Okay, I feel like I just watched a Netflix episode and I want to watch the second one. When the fuck is part 2 coming out? That is insane. Hey, I'm just gonna need to process everything I just saw. Listen guys, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did, and subscribe to the page for more awesome videos in the future. Listen, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.